Good morning, everyone. So today we have episode 2, MLB Hall of Fame predictions entering the 2026 season. As you can see, this is where we are. We have a total of 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 players from the AL East who I predict will someday be enshrined in the Hall of Fame. Now we're going to continue on with the AL Central now, and I believe that will take us to the Chicago White Sox first. Looking at the Chicago White Sox, we see they have plenty of young players like Jonathan Cannon. And where was he? Drew Thorpe and Shane Smith is a good pitcher to watch out for them. They also have young catchers like Caro and Teo. They got some solid infielders. Montgomery, Murakami only 25, which is not too old for someone coming over from Japan. And so, like, they have some young talent who could potentially do well in the future, but I really don't see anyone on a Hall of Fame track at this moment. So we're gonna go. Continuing on to the Detroit Tigers 40-man roster. Detroit. All right. This one hopefully will be more interesting, but I don't know yet. But actually, it is because we have Kenley Jansen, and looking at his page, like he has a career saves 476, which is good for either third or fourth all time. And so I'm going to put him on our list. And I'm also going to look at other players like Tariq Skubal. Justin Verlander and Framber Valdez. Now, Verlander is a established great who's at the end of his career with 3,500 strikeouts, so he's going to be on my list along with Kenley Jansen. And two in question are Tariq Skubal and Framber Valdez. Now, Tariq Skubal has won the Cy Young in the past 2 years with ERAs of 2.39 and 2.21, and striking out many batters. So he is of age. Looks like 29, and he is 809 circles, a little low for a Hall of Fame track at his stage in the game, perhaps, but not too low. And perhaps in this today's game of older pitchers starting out slightly older than the past is probably actually right on a good spot. So I'm going to say that he's going to be put in the Hall of Fame, even if he does not get to 3,000 career strikeouts, which is commonly known as a common threshold. Now, this is interesting. We are adding in three. We are filling this sheet entirely, so we're going to add a new row just to separate things a little bit here. So pitchers for the Tigers, excuse me, we have Justin Verlander. We have Kenley Johnson, and we have Tariq Skubal. Now, there was one more pitcher on this list that we were looking at, and that was Framber Valdez. Now, Framber Valdez, he has not been as dominant as Skubal. Still good, though, and he is a little bit older, 33 with 1,053 strikeouts. Good numbers, but he does not seem on track for the Hall of Fame, unless he has like a two Cy Young Award winning seasons like Skubal did. Now, for catchers, I do not see one that stands out. Dingler might be their starter, but for all famers here, Torkelson #1 overall in the past, but he hasn't done too well last year. He didn't really put things together. The only perhaps maybe candidate would be Riley Green here, and I'm going to look at his page and see that he is at age 25 going on 26. He has 76 home runs and 36 home runs, 100 of an RBI, but an all-star player certainly he has been, but not too much resume to get in that Hall of Fame level, and he wasn't like if he was 36 111 with like hitting 312 and only 134 strikeouts, then I would say, yeah, let's put him in there because I see his flashes of greatness, but he seemed inconsistent part of the season, as you can see by his 200 strikeouts. Still a great player. This is again a very high standard we hold these players to because this is just for fun. This is Hall of Fame. This is not about who's going to win the World Series, which is what actually matters in baseball. No, no, this is just about prediction for no formalized purpose publicly. All right, and so we are now going to go to Cleveland Guardians 40-man roster. We'll start with the pitchers, as with all And we're going to look down here to see that we have no really established pitchers. Gavin Williams is a good young pitcher, but he's looking at 27. Another late starting pitcher. Let's see who we have here. Excellent. Jose Ramirez. I predict him to certainly be a Hall of Famer due to his, as you can see, excellent seasons of base upon OPS in his career, .99. Now that's a shortened season, .957. Good. He also is a 30-30 guy. Let's see, we have 39 home runs and 34 stolen bases. 39, 41, almost 40, 40, and 30, 44. So as you can see, he has his career high in stolen bases at the age of 32. Mostly by his brother. Wow, I did not know that. At age 33, which was impressive, which is excellent. Shows that you can still have some speed at his age. So yeah, I think that's his great play right there. Who is, I think, even if he retired today, he would get some votes for the Hall of Fame due to his reputation for being an excellent, hard-working ball player. So hitters, so Ramirez, and any other hitters that stand out to us from Cleveland. A good hitter is Stephen Kwan, but he starts the season out hot, but never ends above 400, unfortunately, which is sad because if you could really get together, he's a low strikeout guy. He's been playing for we'll round up this to say he's been like 4 full seasons, about based on the 3.1 at bat rule, and 650 hits at age 28 is not going to cut it on the track. So let's see who else we got. We have another, we looks like we have another team to look at, which would be the Minnesota Twins. Minnesota Twins. I doubt anyone will come out of here. Okay, Joe Ryan, we will keep that in mind. Minnesota Twins, 40-man rooster. McCable, a young player with good stuff. Pablo Lopez is not the best stuff. I try not to. Maybe I should not talk about age so much, but I do in an effort to predict how many strikeouts or hits players will end up with in the career. And probably is 1,000 strikeouts. That's not bad. So he has an outside chance if he has repeats this 234 strikeout season like 2023. If he does that 5 or 6 more times, I like his chances more than now, but still not a lock even with that performance. Joe Ryan, we saw, is injured, and the young guys to watch out for in this situation are Taj Bradley and McCable. They've showed some good showings, but not super consistent yet. This is going to be a hot take, but I've been really impressed with Luke Shaw. He hit 302, not consistently, but I think he's going to make improvements to do better this year. As you can see, he only hit 4 home runs and 182 bats, but that's not super bad. And he is like, you see his neck, he's in his bicep, he is a strong player. So I'm going to have him as my hot take of the video. I do not have purposely put in one hot take per video. I just go with my opinion. This is my opinion alone. Who knows? Maybe there will be a video with like no hot takes at all. Twin Kishore, and we're looking for pictures. We saw none. Let's see if we can find any more. Ooh, Byron Buxton. If it were based on skill alone in all aspects of the game, he would win, but no, it is based on it's based on more than that. It's your statistical performance, and as you can see, Byron Buxton had a streak of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years where he did not even play 100 games, but he was hitting with OPS as a relatively high, and if he had played full seasons, I would say yes, but he did not. Look at this. 28 home runs in 92 games. Ugh. Byron. And this was a short, no, this was not even a short season. This was a short season. 19 home runs and 6. Like, he has the tools, but like, he just hasn't put it together. He kind of has. Like 35 home runs, 24 stolen bases. This was like he's a good player. So he has put it together, he just hasn't stayed healthy. And the reason is because he's a great defender too, a great outfielder. So like he's a player, as a fan of the game, if he's in the Hall of Fame, I can't even be mad since I've seen his highlights and he's like so good, but he won't get in because he hasn't stayed healthy. No. I just see the Kansas City Royals. This should actually be an interesting one. This should be a surprising one. So, Kansas City Royals roster. Except for roster, okay. So we're gonna look here. We have some pitchers, which are great. Nothing that stands out to me super much. Oh, see this. We have one guy who's a lock for the Hall of Fame. He's been a great defender as a catcher, hitting 300 home runs as a catcher, and he's been a great defender. Is good catchers. The offensive standards are lower when the defense metrics are there. So we're gonna go over to the baseball side of the life, and hopefully they have a page about Bill Mazeroski. Rest in peace. Not yet, but they will on business days. But Salvador. Yeah, like 5 times Gold Glove, 9 times All-Star. As the home runs as a catcher, he will do well. Now the other guy in that thing, which makes this interesting, is Carter Jensen. Carter Jensen, great player. 300 3 home runs, point 0.8 WAR, 22. Like, I might make him as another hot take just for the fun of including him alongside fellow Hall of Famer Salvador Perez. So we're gonna, for the purpose of the legacy, we're gonna put a hot take of Salvador Perez. Do I really think he's gonna be a Hall of Famer? I don't know. I don't think so, so I shouldn't put him in. We'll think about that. What do you guys think? Should I include him or not in this list? I'm going to because I saw him play in person. He had a single, so and just for the legacy of having the two catchers on the roster, can't question that. Okay, Bobby Wood Jr., great player. As you can see, he's got this excellent season of 2 years ago where he has like 32 home runs. Excuse me, 30. That was it. 32 home runs, 31 stolen bases with an average of .332. Excellent work, Bobby. And he is so young. So he's going to join the club. And then another player who has not done well at all, but I think will be perhaps an excellent player in the future, is Jack Caglione. He only had 7 home runs and like 210 at bats, 157, but he has a high exit velocity, and he was a former first round draft pick only a year ago. So he's in the minors a year after he gets called up. So and he was an excellent two-way player in college. So this is where things really got out of control. Feel free to disagree with me in the comments, and as a matter of fact, please do. We need some healthy disagreement here to promote that. What I think a Royals fan might be happy with me right now. It's pitchers, there were none. Now the last guy we look at, this guy is a guy who's not going to make my list, which is one baseball player by the name of Michael Garcia. He was an excellent player last year with winning the Gold Glove and the All-Star, but he is showing 286. It is not 336 like Bobby Witt Jr. was. And he's so young, so he could do this. If he does 5.8 WAR seasons, 6 more years in a row, no reason he couldn't, and then I'd say, yeah, he's getting up there. So he's also from the baseball dynasty of the Acuñas. So that's pretty cool. All right, well, that's our list for today. We added a no White Sox, one hitter who was a very hot take, and then 4 Royals, 2 of which were very hot takes. I guess I should take a trip out to see the Royals play this year because apparently I am a Yankees fan, but apparently I'm so confident in their players. So with that, I will see you guys in the next video.